Tyreek Hill is a wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins that used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. He said something on week 18 of this year, which is January 2025. It's a 2024 season going into the playoffs, and it's week 18, and they played a game to the point where at the end of the game he had something really ignorant to say, and it rubbed my skin wrong, which has probably rubbed your skin wrong, and it has absolutely definitely rubbed the professionals wrong. So we'll go and get into that and see what exactly what it is that he said and how they responded. And I tell you, I agree with them. So let's get into it.
Coming back, not in shape. Those guys are pros. They've been there. They've done it. I expect them to be great again.
So Broncos in, that means
Yes, here it is.
Bengals out, that means Dolphins out. I don't know if you guys saw, but Tyreek Hill was a little stirred up.
Yeah, now what was he talking about?
He was talking about getting out of Miami. I don't know who wants to get out of Miami. He must be out of his mind.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's listen and here's Tyreek.
I don't think I opened that door for myself, though. As I'm opening the door, like I'm out, bro. You know, so it was great playing here, but you know, at the end of the day, bro, I gotta do what's best for for my career and what's best because I'm too much of.
Hold on, right there. He says he's got to do what's best for his career. His sorry ass played as a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, got 2 Super Bowls. If he would have stayed with Kansas City, everybody knows. It don't matter if you like him or hate him. Everybody knows if he stayed in Kansas City, he could be arguably considered to be one of the greatest wide receivers of all time because of people like Andy Reid, the coach, and Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback. They would hit him. He left Kansas City to go to Miami because he wasn't getting targeted enough. He was getting more targets and more receptions than anybody else. So that was total bullshit. So he decided to go to Miami. Why? Because he was chasing the money. He was doing something for himself, not for his career. It's for his personal preference. But let's just get back into it, and you'll see.
Competitor to be, just out there. If it is, hey,
Can't even answer it.
I'm sorry, but I got to go back
Listen.
3 years now. And he says he's got to think about his career. You won 2 Super Bowls. You're playing with the best quarterback in football.
Told you.
You left to go to Miami. So why do you want to leave there now? I don't understand that.
Exactly. You was with Kansas City. You won 2 Super Bowls. And you left to go to Miami? Why? I don't understand it. I don't either. You're chasing the money. You want money. Tyreek, how about you go to work in a factory? How about you go to say, ma'am, is that for here or to go? How about you do something like that and try to provide for your family like that instead of making 20, 30, 40 million dollars per year losing games? Yeah, try and do that. Anyways, let's get back to it. Tyreek just pisses me off.
You wonder why the Miami Dolphins don't win anything. You got leaders like that. I mean, this guy's bailing out. It's not even 2 hours after the game. He's talking about, oh, I'm out. It's selfish.
Exactly. Me, as a non-professional athlete, I am the average Joe that has to go out there and work my ass off to support a family. I have a different definition of leadership than he does, obviously. My definition of leadership is a leader who can and will lead by example. That's not the way to do it.
And like you talked about, Coach, he had an opportunity to stay, but he wanted the money. He wanted the glitz and
Would you?
glamour of South Beach. Now he's sitting there
Boom.
humble.
Yeah, you went and you said that Tua is the most accurate, best quarterback I played with. You put up all those numbers last year, and the ball was coming to you.
What?
Go back to Miami, get
He said Tua is the most accurate and best quarterback he's ever played with. I'm sorry, Tua. Patrick's got you beat. Josh Allen has you beat. Lamar Jackson has you beat. Hell, I even put Joe Burrow above you. I mean, come on. How about Flacco, Joe Flacco? That dude's way above Tua. Tua's good. Tua's good. No, I have a rating scale 1 through 5. 1 being subpar, crappy, 5 being elite as a quarterback. I will put Tua at about 3, average. He's average. I would put Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes on the 5 level, which is elite. They're that could be a whole new story. That could be a whole new video on how I rate quarterbacks and wide receivers and running backs and all that. But Tyreek Hill, if he would have stayed with Kansas City, he would be 5, 4.7 at worst. 5. Right now, he's a 3.5, maybe at best a 4.0. It's because of where he went. He chased the money. He's not chasing legacy. He's not chasing his name. He's not trying to put his name out there as a professional athlete. He's putting his name out there as a man who has money. You can't do that. If you're a professional athlete, you become an athlete, not some rich kid up and down the streets. Come on. Tyreek Hill just. Anyways, let's see what else they had to say.
things done, get ready to go, and help them win a championship.
You see why they struggle. That's the type of leadership they have.
Exactly.
I remember we had him on this show on Sunday Night Football Final. He said, I enjoyed my time in Kansas City, but Miami is made for me. He talked about loving playing in Miami, so something clearly happened in a hurry. It went south fast there for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
You trade him? What do you do?
Tyreek Hill went to Miami for the money. Come on. If Miami Dolphins is not that prominent team like some of these other teams are today, like Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore, if they're not that good, you're only going to Miami for one reason. That's personal preference. I mean, you can't hide it. You can't hide it. And then whenever you get there and you're competitive, if you're competitive, you never would have went. But if you claim to be competitive and you start realizing that you're on a team that is consistently losing, yeah, you're going to regret leaving Kansas City, the team that has went to the Super Bowl 3 of the last 4 years, and out of those 3 years they've won 2, and they're on the verge of making a three-peat this year, which has never been done in history. And you was part of that team. You ever seen the movie Twins with Schwarzenegger and DeVito? Miami's Danny DeVito. Kansas City is Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you decided to go to the Danny DeVito side. Yeah, it's not working out for you, is it there, Tyreek? You're sucking. Let's get back to the video. Let's see what they had to say about what they would say, what they would do if they were in position above Tyreek, if they had his career in their hands.
I would not keep him. If he doesn't want to be there, if I'm the head coach, bye. We'll find
Yep.
a way to get rid of you.
Wow. There you go.
You're out.
All right, so
See ya.
The AFC East, where we really
Well, anyways, That was it. That's what they had to say. Tyreek Hill had an issue with, I don't know if it's, he might have had an issue with the player. He might have had an issue with the coaching staff or the front office. I don't know. You went from a dominant back to back championship team to a team that nobody even plays on Nintendo or PlayStation. They don't even choose that team on PlayStation. And you went to that team. And now you have an issue. Now you have an issue. Why would you have an issue now? You should have had an issue when you started thinking that Miami was an option. That should have been your issue. That's when you should realize, you know what, I'm screwing up, but I do like the Benjamins, and yes, I just do not. I don't know. I like money, so I'm just going to chase the money. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If it was me personally, a man who spends 50 plus hours in a factory working all that time, and somebody offered me a couple $100 million to play football in a city that has a team that sucks, I'd probably do it. Actually, I ain't gonna say I'd probably do it. Actually, I know I would do it. But if I started my football career, or not just my career, if I started my true legacy on a team that was dominating the entire league, if I was part of the 1996 Chicago Bulls with Rodman, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Ron Harper, Tony Kukoc, if I was on that team and I decided to leave that team to go play with somebody like, I don't know, the Washington Bullets because they offered me a couple more dollars, no. No, because I want to put my name out there. I want to make a staple for I want to be remembered as somebody other than that. I don't want to be. No, that's not what I want to be remembered as. I want to be remembered as somebody like a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning, Marshall Faulk, uh, Barry Sanders. Even though he quit, but still, Ray Lewis. Somebody who just put everything they had into what they done and didn't care about leaving. They wanted to stay right there. Magic Johnson stayed with the Lakers. Kobe stayed with the Lakers. Jordan stayed with the Bulls. Peyton Manning spent almost his entire career with Indianapolis, almost. He did go to Denver. Brady was almost with New England almost the entire time. They wanted to put a staple. They wanted to label themselves as a champion from scratch, not be a champion, then go to a shit team, then whine and cry like I hate to say it, but like a bitch. Come on, man. You're great. Tyreek, you're a great wide receiver. You're fast. You got great hands. But if you're chasing the money, nobody wants you. Nobody wants you. Kansas City. Not only just Kansas City, but nobody can afford you. Stay in Miami. You made your bed. Lie in it. We'll see you on another one.